my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my turn till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my turn till I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. Now your mercy has saved my soul. And freedom is all that I know. The old man knew Jesus when I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. Now your mercy has saved my soul. And freedom is all that I know. The old man knew Jesus when I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. I needed rescue, my sin was heavy, but chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan, now you call me citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing, now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you call my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day.
Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning, right? It was sunny all day yesterday and fairly nice looking. So you go outside and start working on the snow, and it's like, yikes, it's still cold. I see I have sound, and I had my own phone running on the side because I had the new camera because all the other boys got toys, so I wanted to get one too. But yeah, I mean a camera, so it's like now I get to experiment with it. And as I'm going through the broadcast this morning, I'm looking up in the right corner. It tells you how many people are viewing and the sources of their views. Like it'll say firmly rooted on X is 8, and Tom Donnelly's YouTube is 6, and Greendale is 6, and then Facebook firmly rooted is 0. Thanks, Tom. Anyway, I noticed that Greendale had more people on than anybody else. The formerly rooted Greendale. So congratulations, you're doing great work down there, and you don't even know it. All right. So let's get to who's who this is this morning. Let's start right at the top. What do you say? There's a bunch of people here. I got 22 connections right now as we're talking. I got me. Where am I? There I am. Me. Good morning. Chuck B was on good and early as soon as it started this morning. Have a good day at work, Chuck. Ken Gooch. Good morning, fellow brothers in arms. Yep, Kenny, I got a camera too. That's how it is, man. Bert Reggiani's here. Good morning, gentlemen. Chris Conley. Yeah, that's Chris Conley. These new handles sometimes can be a bit tricky. They'll have all the some of them have business names now because they use your email. Tom Donnelly. Good morning, Elder Steve. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Rooted Man. And you look amazing with the new camera. Yeah, I don't think the camera's going to do that much work. All right. We're in Joshua today, Joshua 6. And, I took from yesterday as I was watching it, Joshua had just faced the leader of the Lord's army. Think about that. I mean, it had to be pretty imposing sight, right? I mean, God doesn't do things little. And I think, so he was aware that something big was going to happen. He knew it. And I love today, you'll read something in here that, and maybe you'll catch it, but I'm going to read through the whole verse because it really is just one thought, and we'll go from there. But now he's going to receive his battle plans from God. And it's very cool to watch, to read these scriptures and see how God works in these ways. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Look at that. There I am. All right. Now Jericho was shut up inside and outside because of the people of Israel. None went out and none came in. And the Lord said to Joshua, see, I have given Jericho into your hand. It's with its king and mighty men of valor. You shall march around the city, all the men of war going around the city once. Thus shall you do for 6 days. 6 days you march around the city once. 7 priests shall bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark. On the 7th day you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow the trumpets. And when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, when you hear the sound of the trumpet, then all the people shall shout with great shout, and the wall of the city will fall down flat, and the people shall all go up, everyone straight before him. So Joshua, son of Nun, called the priests and said to them, take up the ark of the covenant. Let the 7 priests bear the 7 trumpets of the ram's horns before the ark of the Lord. Wow, I read that very poorly. Take the ark of the covenant and let the 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of the ram's horns before the ark of the Lord. You'd think I'd never seen that before. I must have read it 10 times yesterday. Well, that's what we have today, right? So the city's in complete lockdown. They've seen the Israelite army coming in. They've closed the gates. They've shut it down. The walls are a pretty formidable object, you would think. I mean, the Romans had developed great techniques for busting cities down, but the walls create a very hard thing to get through. God tells Joshua he's already given it into his hands. the battle hasn't even started yet, and God is already declaring the victory. The battle formation is not like anybody would have planned. I mean, would you go up against walls without ladders and without siege weapons and without things for the wall? But God says, you don't need to worry about the wall. It's going to be gone. And I think that's but the battle formation, I looked at it and I'm thinking to myself, priests with ram's horns, I'm sure they would have much rather had a sword. Then they have to march around the city, and they march around the city for 6 days. And then on the 7th day, they do it 7 times and then blow a collective shout. Now blow horns and then have a collective shout, right? To me, first thing this is, if Joshua was to draw up the battle plan, so they have looked like that, would he have had the guys march around the city for 6 days? You know, in ancient times, they would cut the city off from all their water and all their food and let them people come out and starve them out. And could you imagine having priests up there marching? It kind of reminded me of the old Civil War stuff with the drum and bugle corps that would go out into battle with the guys with the guns and those guys, man, it's tricky. I mean, we wonder what their purpose was, other than God telling them that they don't even need to worry about this. This battle's won before it starts. We can't. This looks more like worship than a war to me. I mean, you got the priests and you got the horns, and I thought to myself, they're going to church. The Lord provides a plan. Here, hold on. Tom added in here real quick. The Lord provides the plan. The Lord goes before us. The Lord promises victory. We just need to be willing to believe this, the Lord, and go. That's the key to all this. Is they did what, God gives them a ridiculous battle plan, and they do it. And it was successful. Well, of course, you don't know that till tomorrow. I looked at that as it's symbolic actions that would have nothing to do with battle. The horns blasting, the priest being there, the collective response where they were commanded to praise God, and boom, they praise God, and the walls fall down. Joshua followed God's plan perfectly. Joshua did exactly what he's told. He took a battle that made no sense to Joshua, but made perfect sense to God. And he followed it. I think the word I would use, I read it yesterday, was obedient faith. He had faith that what God was telling him was true. He had no weapons. Other than swords, he had no weapons for breaching walls. He just took faith, and God was going to take care of it, and he did. And I think that's what we take from today's message. To every day's basis, we look at our lives here and what we're doing. We look at our lives today, and we see things that maybe God's telling us or trying to tell us, and we're not listening, and we wonder, would our life be better if we just let go of that grip we have on what we want and how we want it? That's what I have for you today, guys. I hope it was a blessing. Tom said, looks more like worship than it does war. Right on. Absolutely. To me, that's what it seems like, because it's just so much. Max, good morning. And I think that's what I have for you. Have a familiar day, gentlemen. And may someone see Jesus in you today. Peace.